Yeah, you can see the water cannon now being deployed into a crowd of, it's hard to say, but a couple of hundred people, many of them masked, that are further down this road. We're just off the Sandy Knolls roundabout, at about 10 minutes north of Belfast city centre, and it is precisely the thing that everyone has been pleading with locals to avoid. You can see quite a few missiles coming over, quite a lot of big bricks that are coming over. So we're keeping our distance at this stage. The police have chosen to try and douse down the crowd with the water cannon, which is a tactic used here in Northern Ireland more than we see in the rest of the UK. And the crowd that you can see very persistent in voicing their concerns, and I can see a fire also that's been lit, which might be one of the reasons why the water cannon has now been deployed. But the fire is about 150 metres down this road. As you can see, masked men hurling house bricks that have been smashed up towards. Again, we're being moved back a bit further by the officers. We're just being asked to move back, understandably, and it gives you a sense that, again, in some communities in Northern Ireland, it is once again very tense. The one flashpoint that we've seen this evening, it's not the multiple spread of events that we saw last night, but again, another serious incident of disorder that really is testing the police service. They are coming under attack from missiles, and it is the kind of thing that everyone has tried to warn against, that the consequences for this kind of behaviour will be severe. But it is an indicator of just how tense things are, that once again you've got a crowd of some 200 masked youths, men, whatever age they are, out attacking the police once again tonight, and now being repelled by water cannon.
Tom, let me just ask you, and this sounds a bit of a simple question, but it's worth asking. What's the weather been like there today? Because when it is raining, people tend not to come out. And I can see it's sunny now, and of course it's the evening. You wonder if people have been there all day, or if they just come out in the evening, if they just come out with the sun coming out. Maybe they've got jobs and they've finished work for the day. I mean, what's it been like the past couple of hours, or is this just flared up now?
This particular incident has just flared up in the last 20, 30 minutes or so. Throughout the day, it's been quite calm. It's been eerily quiet in many communities across Belfast, as schools have closed early, shops have closed their shutters, and people have wanted to step back from carrying on as normal because of the situation, the mob violence that we saw in some communities here last night. And the weather has been raining this afternoon. It's come out fine this evening, which does sometimes add to the numbers of people on the street in these kinds of situations, and you have very light evenings as well at this time of the year. So it is another depressing episode of violence that will no doubt be condemned once again. You can see a lot of those protesters really going at the police lines behind us now, hurling big house bricks. I've got one just in front of me here that came through the police lines. These are house bricks that have been smashed up, gathered together and used as ammo against the police. And you can hear fireworks going off as well behind us in the crowd. There's a fire that's been lit further down this road, and it's a bit of a chaotic situation. One that the police are used to dealing with and will have everything at their disposal to deal with it. As I say, this is just the one flashpoint that we've seen tonight across Belfast. Many communities just very quiet. We saw a small gathering of a few men with face coverings that was very quickly broken up when we were in the closer to the city this evening. The police service getting onto those individuals, but it's a numbers game. When you have a big crowd like this down here, maybe 200 or so masked individuals, then it is obviously much more difficult to control quickly. But if it's just a pocket of people, 2, 3, 4, as we saw in a couple of instances in the city earlier, then the police were moving in, dealing with it and stopping any problems before they started. But the problems that we can see behind us now, another episode in this round of violence that has broken out since that horrific stabbing in this city a few nights ago.